Well, hey, welcome to Mount Pleasant Farm. Again, not at Mount Pleasant Farm. I'm going to do a little travel video here. I'm on my way to Stockholm, Sweden from Maryland. I'm going to go visit one of the exchange students. So anyway, it should be awesome. Just walking around this dead international terminal at BWI, and hopefully this will be a really cool video. So this is this dead international terminal at BWI, which is fine by me because, as you all know, I just hate people. Just kidding. No, I hate crowds. I love people. But anyway, this is I'll do this little travel deal here, and hopefully y'all will enjoy it. And we'll be jumping on a cruise here next month, so it'll be another cruise video. So follow along and come to Stockholm, Sweden with me. Here we finally go. Onward to Iceland. Halfway between Greenland and Iceland. Alright, here we are in Sweden at the house of our family here, and what a beautiful place. A great outdoor porch area. We're doing dinner, we're doing drinks, and God, the weather is perfect. It is in the 60s and just beautiful. Look at this great place out here. Got heaters along the top. Very nice.
Picture.
They have a beautiful dinner set up
Yeah,
here.
you're correct.
Look at that.
We go via till Nybroplan via Nackastrand.
Very nice.
But how do you?
Well, like half the lunch conversation was She sees it, you know?
Yeah. Of course she does. But it's Kai talking to Hannah. I mean, it took Hannah a while to figure out what she wanted to do.
Well, I told her, this is the time you don't have to know what you want to do. I said, but I don't want to see you mowing lawns for 20 years either. I said, you don't
For your YouTube? Possibly, depending if Hannah messes it up or not.
We'll see when we taste it.
After a beautiful dinner last night, I was out here enjoying the outdoor area here in the, I guess the backyard or garden they call it here in Sweden, in this neighborhood. Very nice little area. Kind of gloomy today. Neat stuff. Be catching some light rail here. This is some light rail to go into Stockholm to do some touring, looking around. Leaving now, finally.
And the roads aren't safe. Like where we live at for bikes, it's not.
Final stop. Heading down into the subway now, change trains from the one line. Now we're gonna go get on a Swedish metro here, a little further into Stockholm. This is downtown Stockholm. Very nice architecture, and it's clean as a whistle, not dirty. Nice looking restaurant there. Apparently this is the most expensive shopping street in Sweden. Interesting. Bunch of, big brand stuff. Mega. Some excellent advertising there. Excellent advertising.
This is the thank you or something?
A little bit of Swedish humor there, I guess. A little square here in Stockholm. A little 360 view here. Very nice place. There's, I guess, the Dutch bank. Love that. That's great. Look at that busy intersection here. It's a park here in Stockholm. Nice. A lot of people around. I think today's some kind of a holiday, but how nice. Shops on the other side. It's a nice area. It's at the Opera House here. I'm gonna go up this hill, walking on all this cobblestone stuff. Eventually we're gonna be making it to the castle, and we're gonna check out the changing of the guard there, which should be pretty interesting. So this is the other side of the Opera House. It's got a lot of work being done to it on that side, but this is the Royal Opera House, and this is the governmental area in off this square where the Swedish Parliament does their work. And we got some large equestrian statue here, but this is the kind of governmental area in Stockholm. Still, everything is very, very clean, very well kept, very nice. So there's some ceremonial cannons being fired. Kind of cool. This little waterway here. Still coming here towards this Parliament area here. It's noon, straight up noon. cathedral here next to the Parliament building, the Royal Cathedral. Looks like some Swedish sailors up here. I didn't get much of the changing of the guard ceremony earlier. Just too many people with cell phones up, and I don't want to be one of them. And it's just I couldn't get a really good shot, so I just kind of left it, let it be. I just got that little bit, but typical military ceremony, lots of yelling and horses and marching around. So but this cathedral is pretty amazing. We'll be here in Sweden for a week. I'm hoping to get some more stuff. Hope this is not a boring video, but I think most people will like just kind of checking this place out with me. Appreciate y'all watching. This is the Aufwärtssitzen German chapel. Much smaller. Still very nice.
This is a smaller
Still here in Stockholm. Very nice. Typical European older area here in Stockholm. Cobblestones and old buildings, and my wife up ahead looking very European. Yeah, it's a neat place. So right here we're going down Stockholm's smallest street. It's like a stairway between buildings. Amazing. Smallest street in Stockholm. People, there's a little cafe there. A pretty lady there. So we've made our way over to this ship. We've been walking all over. We went to the Viking Museum over here on one of the islands. Still here in this marine area, and just touring this older ship's an icebreaker. Beautiful decks on this thing. Very they look wet, but they're just not. But you can see more of the harbor here. You got ferries going everywhere. We got some smaller Swiss Navy ships over there. Looks like some kind of PT boats. Smaller ship here. I'm not sure if this is still active, but it's got some steam coming from it, so who knows. But just a neat place. Weather's kind of chilly and what I would expect in Sweden, but it's nice so far. So it's good to be back on a ship. Not a big one, but it's still a ship. So we've had a couple beers and now we're standing out here on this road waiting for the royal family to come by, the king and queen of Sweden. They also have a monarchy here, of course, with a parliament, just like England. So people are lined up along this road, and they're going to go down. Well, they'll come from this way. There's the police right there. And we're going to see the royal family come by here in just a moment. The weather here has been a little bit crazy. It's been kind of chilly. And I think it's getting ready to start raining, but we've been running around seeing a bunch of museums. Went to a Viking museum, went to Just had a little small bar we just hit with, got a couple beers, and yeah, it's nice. But like I said, typical what I would expect from Sweden. It is it's kind of cloudy, it's kind of chilly. It's June and it's in the 60s today. But hey man, it's Sweden and we're having a great time. And hopefully the royal family's going to come right down this road in just a second. Well, my hair is crazy. We'll see him hopefully here in just a second. All right, so we got a police van coming by. This must be preemptive on the royal family coming by in their horse-drawn carriage. So be happy that you're not here waiting. You just get to watch the video because we're still waiting, and it's trying to rain, and you know, royalty is in no hurry for anybody apparently. So we're still waiting, but you'll see them right away. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you the whole thing in its full glory. We got some police. At the Royal Guard coming. The Royal Guard. Well, that's a hell of an escort right there. And the royal family is coming up behind. All right, here they come. There they are there, right?
Oh yeah, they have a clothes. They have the roof.
There they are. That is the royal family.
That's the
King and Queen. They're waving. Oh, here we go. We got more here, more people, more royalty. More carriage, look at that. And more royal guard following up. And police. And that was the royal family of Sweden. King, Queen, and children. You don't see that every day. So here we are for dinner at the Bull and Bear Inn. On this road back here in the back. So hopefully this will be great. I'm sure it will be. So this is the inside of the Bull and Bear Inn. It's basically an English pub and very appropriately decorated. Very appropriately decorated. Then we have this, that's the storefront behind me. You can see the Bull and Bear Inn. Yeah, it's a nice place. We have a pint here, then head on to our dinner reservation. So it's not often that you get a good pour like this and you can see a shamrock in the head of your Guinness. You just can't beat that kind of a pour right there. That is awesome. All right, so here we are. It is 10:15 at night. There's still light outside. We're finishing dinner and talking. We've had a bottle or two of wine and drinks and a wonderful meal. And this place has just been amazing. So far, the Sweden trip is going wonderfully. Still light outside, 10 after 10. All right, so it's windy. You probably can't hear me, but we're on a ferry now from Stockholm. That's Stockholm behind us. And you probably can't hear, but we're headed towards Gotland, which is 3 hours that way. So Stockholm to Gotland ferry, extremely windy, so I'll keep the video to a minimum, but that'll be the next part of our adventure, is being in Gotland. All right, so we've taken the ferry over to Gotland. We're getting down here to the vehicle. Getting in their vehicles. Here's our Volvo. we're in Gotland. There's the moon. It's only 22:14 and it's still light out. And we're heading to Grandma's house. So we're in Gotland this morning. Obviously looking at the this old fort here in Gotland, which dates back into the 1200s, I think. It's in the center of town, very similar to Old Town, what I call Old Town Roads, Greece. Very similar. But this was a result of some fighting between local farmers and the townsfolk. And so the townsfolk raised a fort and said, and you can just stay out there. And a lot of fighting ensued and a lot of history was made, but the bottom line is it's a cool old fort, and this path that I'm on. It's also great for running around this fort area, which is under a 5K, but still, we may run that tomorrow. I've got some mowing to do today later, but anyway, neat place. Some ramparts up there, like a castle. So this is kind of a looking down over this old town here in Gotland. You can see that old church in the center of the screen right now. Some kind of a band playing down there somewhere. So they're playing Stand By Me. Yeah, very nice. A nice day today. This newer church here. So I'm looking at this gargoyle on the side of this church. I'm looking at, zoom in here, the thing's got a hook hanging from it. Just wondering, if it's where we hang the bodies, I don't know. Nice rooster weather vane up there. But, yeah, interesting. Neat place. Still walking around this fort. Beautiful spot here. Just like nobody here. Nobody here. Got all these water birds and stuff, and there's the Baltic Sea out there. And I mean, literally, it's just this big, wide asphalt thing. Oak trees are protected here, apparently. I've seen some really big, beautiful white oaks, but it's just beautiful. There's nothing here. Got this old fort. We've seen some people around, obviously, but there's literally, it's just me, myself, and the three gals that I'm with. Yeah, Gotland. Very, very nice. Very nice. A little bit of an inside area here on these towers. Ancient stuff. Guess we'll climb this. Here's the view from this tower we just climbed. Pretty good distance. I think it'd be detrimental to drop my camera at this time. But yeah, beautiful courtyard out here. You can see all the old churches and stuff in the distance. So this is a park outside of the town wall. It's a pretty nice place. Plenty more people here, obviously, but still not horribly crowded. Lots of pigeons, some people, and looks like some vendors. And then over here on the seaside, there's a smallish playground here, kids to play in. It's just a nice place. So we saw the old church from a distance. Now we're inside. That is Just amazing. Amazing. What used to be, I'm sure, an amazing, amazing church. Still is, really, but if you can imagine this in all of its glory. Wow. Just a shell now. Actually some red brick up there. Wow. It's really something. Really something. These are the kind of things I always find amazing. So imagine if you could, it wasn't blocked off, if you could take that old stairway up and see where it went, or down that one. Just amazing. If these things weren't blocked off, the adventure you could really have. So we got another church we're gonna check out here. This one's still active, I believe. At least it seems to be. Gonna go around this other side though. The gargoyles are way too cool. So inside here, very nice.
Silence, please, because there's a reference.
We're doing a little choir practice here. It was great. We were blessed with this little choir practice here. We're walking back to Hannah's grandmother's house and took the off-beaten path. So we got a couple of old grist mill windmills for processing grain here. No longer functional, just decorative, I guess, more than anything. Heading down this, getting back into town again, and back to the grandmother's house, and I'm gonna mow the lawn for her. And no, this is not the grass. This is just the field we're walking through. All right, so this morning we started off with a 5K run down to the water and back and around the fort that we were at the other day, and now we're heading down to the vacation cottage and some fishermen's cottages, and just kind of on a road trip today. So we stopped at this little church on the side of the road. Seems kind of neat. Stopping to check it out. It's not like a tourist place or anything. You see they've got graves out here in the churchyard, and we're just kind of cruising around the countryside. But interesting looking steeple. It's not what I would consider to be what I'm used to seeing. And then more there's graves on both sides, really all over this churchyard here. It's a cemetery right outside this church. Sorry for the spin, and we're just gonna walk in here and check it out. So this one's pretty small inside. Still obviously a Christian church, and it's pretty old. Got organ back here. And it's pretty much the majority of it right there. These pews have doors on them, basically. Interesting. So that's what the inside of this little church looks like. All right, so we stopped here for a while. We've came out to their basically it's it's a summer cottage, a fishing cottage they call it, and it's in basically I would say a resort or vacation community, not unlike something you'd see in the States. So we're on the water here, and there's a bunch of really tiny little cottages, all right up next to each other, sort of by the wind, individually, different people. And we're just out here kind of hanging out. It's about between 65 and 70 degrees, and a little breezy, but the sun is out finally. Yeah, it's nice. That's the ocean. It's the Baltic Sea, not the ocean, but the Baltic Sea beyond what you see there. We're off the southeast coast of Gotland, which is an island off of Sweden. And yeah, beautiful place. So we're here on a hike, walking on this rocky beach along the Baltic Sea here, away from the fishing cottage. And Carly spotted this dead sea lion. I guess it's a sea lion. Sea lion, right? Anyway, kind of surprising. I'm upwind of it, so it doesn't stink at all. But it's either a sea lion or a seal. So might be a sea lion. I'm not 100% sure. It's got some flippers, all that jazz. But anyway, it's got some bloody marks in the back. Maybe it got hit by a ship or something. Who knows? Anyway, interesting. Still walking along the Baltic Sea here. Pretty cool stuff. Got some sea ducks out there. Neat place. So pardon the wind, we're still moving along here down this coastline on the Baltic here, and just some cool rock formations here I wanted to share with you. It's all just public land out here, and people, in Europe, you can just kind of come and go as you please. There's not a lot of private land, and even private land is open to the public, which is kind of a strange concept to me. But anyway, it's neat place to come check out. All this little coastal kind of pond areas and stuff like that. Just neat formations. Standing out here on a rock, a little bit away from the shore, kind of get the more of this scenery here on the Baltic. I think we're going to start turning back here shortly, but there's still a lot of this all the way. Lighthouse out there. There's the girls. I better go catch up. All right, so we're at a location now of a very famous rock formation in Gotland, which remember is an island off of Sweden. That head there is supposed to look like a man, and the nose to the right, I guess it kind of looks like a person. Anyway, it's supposed to be very famous but very ugly rock formation here. And then there's another kind of arch over here, large kind of cave-like thing, and this is in very south Gotland, which remember is an island off of Sweden, part of Sweden, but so it's kind of neat down here in this recreational area, the Baltic Sea, and there it is, kind of neat. Almost as cool as Johnny Bug Rock. So still out here at this rock formation area, pretty cool. Gotland has been amazing. Scotland has been amazing, and we'll be leaving Gotland tomorrow morning, get on the ferry back to Scotland, Stockholm area for a night, and then I leave on Wednesday to head back to the United States. So right now we're going to check out this cave. Let's flip this around here. I'll go in this cave, very shallow cave, but still a cave nonetheless. Not very deep.
Not as pretty as the red nose.
Not very deep. It must be a drawing of one of the indigenous creatures in the back wall.
Is it graffiti he's talking about?
Yep. Anyway, that was the cave. Haha, funny in there. There's been some ancient cave art that we saw. I think we're heading towards the car now for driving on to whatever next adventure. Well, we're in the airport, getting ready to get out of here. It's been a great trip in Sweden. The place was great. Gotland was also awesome. But this is the end of it. Getting ready to get on the aircraft back to Iceland and then on to Baltimore. So hopefully the rest of this trip is smooth. Alright, here we go, leaving Stockholm. Going back to Iceland and BWI. Quick little layover here in Iceland. A couple pints and back out of here and head to Baltimore. Alright, there we go. We're leaving Iceland finally. Leaving Iceland. A crappy picture. Alright, on to Baltimore. Hey, so appreciate you following me along in this little travel video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, let me know. We'll make more on any trips we go on. We'll have another cruise video coming up here next month. We're going to be going on to the, I want to say it's the Carnival Sunshine out of Norfolk for a quick Bermuda cruise. So we'll do another cruise video there. Anyway, Sweden was awesome. You know, in summary, it's a great place. Can't wait to go back. You know, I love the people there. And we got some special people living there that we're very fond of. So hopefully we can get back there again soon. Until then, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. And as always, keep getting after it.